Welcome everyone to episode 7 of RippleMakers. I'm back with the podcast series which we are doing on the human side of transformation. I'm Ranan Bhattacharya, practice head for change and transformation consulting at Marg. So here's something worth pausing before we start. We keep talking about the human side of transformation, but there is a specific point in every enterprise where transformation actually meets people. It's not the CEO's memo, it's not the town hall, it's the HR system that suddenly asks people to do things differently. And the workflow that changes, the dashboard that measures them differently. And that's where 70% of the failure rate we keep talking about is really lived. And today's guest has spent her career operating exactly at that point. Today I'm joined by Neha, a seasoned HR technology and digital transformation executive with more than 2 decades of experience building and transforming enterprise HR functions across consulting firms, multinationals, GCCs. She partners directly with CHROs, CIOs, business leaders to modernize the HR technology and the HR systems. What makes her perspective rare on this show is that she sits at exactly the point where strategy, technology, data, and people meet. The seam most transformations break at. So Neha, most welcome to RippleMakers. I'm really honored to have you on our show.
Thank you, Ranan. Really delighted to be here. I hope that we go positive and let's get started.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be a great conversation. I'm really excited because you are going to bring in a very important perspective from the HR transformation perspective with your huge experience and expertise in that area. So to start with, Neha, here's why I want to ask you this question specifically, because most transformation readiness discussions happen at the strategy layer. Do we have vision? Do we have budget? Is the leadership aligned? But you sit somewhere different. You sit at the point where the readiness actually gets tested. The HR system, the operating model, the data. So from your position, after spending more than 2 decades, when you walk into an organization, how do you actually see, hear, or feel that tells you that this place is ready to transform? Or otherwise, you might have a feeling that, no, this place is not ready to transform. So what are the signs you really see?
To be very honest, people think that transformation is related to technology, right? Where I come from, I work on the junction of people, process, and technology. So it's people who lead the transformation. The technology is enabled. Technology enables the transformation. So when you say a organization is transformation ready, it's not the organization of the newest technology. It's a people who are ready. It's a leadership who's ready, and they're ready to adapt and change. There's a lot of unlearning and learning that has to be done for an organization, and the organization and the leadership should be able to adapt and ready to learn and unlearn. That's what makes an organization transformation ready. Couple of things that we talk about, right? First, I talk about leadership. The middle line managers, because these are the people who are going to be the forerunners for your transformation. They need to be aligned. They need to be in awareness of what is it that we are trying to solve. What is the business use cases that we are trying to solve? What are the priorities that we are trying, or problems that we are trying to solve? That's one thing. The second things are your processes which are there has to be standardized, right? It cannot be that we are just, because people think AI is a magic wand, right? That they will do everything out. So that's not going to happen. Your processes has to be standardized. They need to be documented. They need to be digitized. Even if you use a chat bot, they need the knowledge base articles from you. So you need to document and digitize everything. That's one thing. The other thing that is there is data which is there. When you work for transformation, right? Before transformation happen, what do? You stabilize, you harmonize, and then you come for transformation. So those things have to be, the action has to be taken on that. If the organization is already, we are talking about a GCC world, right? Wherein we start with, there's a transition which happens, we are standardizing things, we are harmonizing things. Only when these steps are taken, then you can go for transformation. It is not going to be a magic pen again. So your data, your processes, your people, your leadership, everybody need to be aligned. And that's where the change comes into picture, that it's a change which the whole of these people, between your leaders, between your readiness, everything comes into picture. It's a psychological thing that are you ready for the transformation? And that's when you think, when these things are there, you know, as a transformation consultant or the leader that I come in, I know that I will be able to make a mark here and get things transformed.
Excellent insights, and the key message is that there is no magic potion to make an organization ready. It requires a lot of hard work, a lot of groundwork, and having your processes ready, thinking about the process improvements, feeding the data, what's needed to kind of get the best insights. Amazing. I think really practical insights from you. In continuation to that discussion, so maybe Neha, picture this, like a leader today walks into an office in the morning and his or her boss just hands him or her over the AI mandate, and the message is very loud and clear that you figure it out, you make it real, you are the senior leader, but show us the measurable impact in maybe 12 months time. You have been on the receiving end of many such mandates over 20
Right.
years, I'm sure. And I'm sure you're getting this still as well. So what have you seen, or what the difference between the mandates that actually landed and the one that quietly stalled? So if a leader was sitting opposite to you, what would you advise them? And rather, what did you warn them not to fall into the trap into?
As I said, Ranan, AI has become a magic word for everyone, right? We end up doing, as an organization, we end up doing multiple POCs, but that ends there. We actually don't do and implement those POCs, or that actually become a whole of the life cycle that we have implemented it, we have seen the impact, and then we measure it out. We are still stuck at POC at many of the organizations. At a level when people come up on leadership mandate that we need to be AI ready, we need to start with AI. It's the culture, it's the people who do the transformation, who do the AI, right? It is not a technology. So what we do across is, we do not say that AI shouldn't, what a very good saying that we have is, AI shouldn't become a digital project, right? It should be a way of thinking how people operate. It is how people adopt AI. They are not trying to replace AI. That is, if you don't adopt AI, AI will replace you. That's how the question goes on. And the same thing is, if you want to be your organization AI ready, or you have an AI mandate to do it, whether it comes as a part of KPI, as a part of your work, what you need to do is, we need to understand the use cases, right? What is the business problem that we are trying to solve with this AI mandate? Are we trying to prioritize a certain business problem? Are we trying to man hours that we are trying to do? Are we talking about employee productivity? Or we are trying to reduce the cost using AI? Remember, the cost of the AI is not easy. We all know the cost of AI has led to many reorgs, right? So we all need to understand this thing. The effective cost of usage of AI is not just people cost. The usage of AI also results into cost. So that is where. So I always say AI is better when you work in parallel with AI. So when mandates come in, I focus on what is the business problem that we are trying to resolve out here. How is my decision making becoming easier with AI? And I make a culture of working with the organization, with the people, to understand what we are trying to do here. We are trying to make it as a partner, AI as a partner. Train your organizations, train your people, train people so that they get a support of AI tools. It's just not AI, it's just not ChatGPT, chatbots at all. It is productivity tools that you use that and make your workforce enable better to provide better results. That's what I say. It's completely a way of working, and using AI along with your work is there where I'll go as a mandate when it comes in. And I'm a person who don't take things as it is. I like to challenge things. I like to deep dive into things and then come up with this thing. Okay, boss, there is an AI mandate which is there. Let's look at what we are trying to do here. Very clear scenario.
Excellent advice, Neha, and so practical for you to highlight on the fact that focus on the use case and the business value first, because that's the primary important. And AI doesn't come free, so AI has its own cost, which is completely jeopardizing sometimes the AI strategy or the organization plan. So keeping that in mind when you're calculating the ROI is so important. Excellent. Then we move to the next part, which is more related to the people problem related to the change management. And it's not new. Change management has always been the problem we have been trying to solve whenever there is a transformation. And coincidentally, now the frequency of the changes are more because every organization is trying to adapt to the continuous changing nature of the industry, geopolitical situations, the cost efficiency, everything. So every generation gets its own version. So be it ERP, be it cloud, be it digital, agile, people resist, leaders push. Eventually things settle into a new normal. But
Right.
definitely with AI, the intensity has changed. So for you, is the AI resistance fundamentally bringing a new dimension, or you feel is it the same old human resistance which only has become a little louder?
I always say one thing, Ranan, and that echoes with me as well. If you look at things, change is the only thing which is constant that I say,
So
right?
true.
Which,
Mhm.
and that's what it is. So it is not the change that people fear; it's the uncertainty that people fear. With AI, they fear job loss, that AI will replace us. So,
Yeah.
recent town hall in one of my organizations said, a very clear leader whom I admire, he said, AI is there to augment you, right? It's not there to replace. So if you do not adopt AI, then AI will replace you. But then you need to choose what you want to do. And that's what we do. Change is a common phenomena across. In 2006, when I was with IBM, we were implementing SAP HCM, or when we are replacing a ATS tool, which was probably not liked by many of the people, was not compliant on security, not compliant on user performance and usability, right? But when you replaced with a new SaaS marketing tool also, or ATS tool, the old tool becomes your favorite, right? What is it that people fear? People fear the uncertainty. How will this work for me? Will I have access to what is there? Will I be able to make decisions the way I was able to do it? Uh, is the new output which is coming in, because they've been using it for many years, right? Is the new
Right.
output, the reporting going to be correct? Would I matter here, or would this new tool be able to take it up? Tool specifically gives us a lot of things, because whenever you try to use technology as a means of transformation, what you are trying to say is that we will be able to save these many man days, we will be able to perform better, we'll be able to do better, my reporting will be better. Probably the person thinks that this tool will replace me. So there's a lot of uncertainty which is there, right? But there comes
True.
the role of transformation leaders like you, like me, and all, wherein we change agents. What we try to do is, along with the leadership, we being leader as well, what we try to do is have a very clear communication channels. What are we trying to adopt here? What are we trying to do with the new technology? Whether it be AI, non-AI, what is it that we are trying to do? Be very transparent to them, to the plans that we are doing it, right? If we not being transparent with the people that who are trying to implement these tools, the AI technology, it creates a fear again. So let go of the fear is this. The third thing that I always say is learning is part and parcel of everything that you do for change. Whether it be, people have a lot of terminology, train the trainer, on the job training, there are personas, there are learning courses that are built. But the reality is that if you want your organization to adopt AI, or you have included KPIs for leaders, for employees to implement AI or use AI in your work, is there a learning curve which is created, and are you making it learning first? So do learning first out there, right? And the last and the most important thing which comes across is the involvement of the people. If you are doing AI, if you are doing a new technology, involve people from the start of the change. That is what we say. Many people don't agree to me, but I always say change adoption comes later, right? But the change readiness is the first thing that you need to take care of. Change adoptions can come in. It is still comparatively, it's not easy, but it is comparatively easier than the change readiness that we need to build in. For the change to be effective, the change to actually solve the issues that you're trying to create here, right? So again, people don't need all the answers. They need the confidence that if I'm embarking on this change journey, I stay relevant and I'm able to create the same impact which I'm doing today, but probably in a better manner. That's all change is all about.
I would ask you 5 rapid fire questions where
Okay.
I don't want you to think too deep. Rather,
Okay.
whatever comes to your mind first, maybe just shoot it out. Okay?
Got it.
All set? Okay, let's give it a try. So, one must have skill for leaders today.
Learning agility. The ability to unlearn, learn, and relearn is the most important skill that you need for today's workforce as well as for leaders.
Fantastic. Toughest belief most of the leaders have grown over a time, which needs to be unlearned.
I guess it should be that people understand that if you have a lot of experience, that means you're very relevant. But that's not the care. Like, it is about, do you have the understanding? Do you have the readiness to work on? It's not the experience that counts. It's about the work that you've done. It is about the ability to transform change is what matters.
Fantastic. Excellent point. One thing people, leaders must start doing now.
I think we need to be better listeners. We need to be less reactive. We need to understand what is coming around, what is happening, and do accordingly. Be a better listener, I guess.
So true. And if we flip it a bit, like one thing what people, leaders must stop doing?
I think there's a lot of things, but one of the things that leaders should stop doing is my favorite word again. Technology is not going to transform you. It's the people who are going to transform. So let people lead the transformation. Allow people to take the transformation ahead. Get the culture ready. Get your people ready for transformation. Technology will enable you and work along.
And the final one, let me make it a little difficult for you. If the culture had a smell, what would it be?
I would take 2, right? 2 of my 2 favorite things. One is coffee. Nama Bangalore. You cannot stay away from it, right? It's coffee. Because coffee is all about fresh coffee. What does it smell like? Great culture, great people. Bring them together, and if you have coffee and people together, it sparks great conversation. So coffee any day. And the second one is, again, my favorite, is rain, right? Because what does rain refer to? Rain refers to growth, rain refers to renewal, rain refers to new beginnings. So cheers to new beginnings, that's what it's all I say. So culture is all about the people, the conversations, the growth. It's about new beginnings, about new start, learning, unlearning. It's all about what you imbibe.
So, Neha, before I let you go, maybe one last piece of advice to all my or all our audiences to from your side, that in today's more rigorous changing environment, what would be your one piece of advice?
I think I already said a lot, but I'll say again, treating something called as a technology transformation. It's not an IT initiative. Don't take it like that. Make it more about people transformation. Technology will enable you, but do the people transformation first and then take it up as a technology. Technology is your partner to enable growth, do it better in a better structured manner, but invest in your people more. That is what I would say.
What a valuable conversation, Neha. Thank you so much for bringing a perspective which this podcast series has been missing. So much of the transformation dialogue happens either at the boardroom level or at the technology level, but the seam between them, where people actually experience change, we often overlook that. And you articulated that seam so beautifully. So, to everyone listening, if today's conversation made you reconsider anything about how your organization, your team, or you actually do it differently, so please absorb the change. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear about that, because that's ultimately how transformation moves, ripple by ripple. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending. And just I want to end my episode 7 with a note that if you want to hear more from the leaders about the people side of the transformation, then you can join us on 4th August live in Bangalore, where we are going to host Synapse 2026, our flagship annual event, which is the forum to talk about transformation and how the change should land and planned accordingly. Thank you so much, everyone. Till then, keep making huge ripples, and we'll be back soon with the next episode. And once again, thank you so much, Neha. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Ranan. It was good catching up. Thank you.
Thank you.